Hello and welcome. My name is Calliope. What can I do for you today? Okay, wonderful. Please come in, sit down, make yourself comfortable. So, tell me a little bit about what brought you here today. Okay, so you're experiencing some unhealthy attachments, things you feel you just can't get over, just can't quit. Are these more habits? Are they people? What is it that you're looking to cut your ties with? Okay, so a bit of both. That's fine. We can do that. So, today, I'd like to help you by firstly just getting a feel, getting a read on you to really understand how I'm best going to be able to help you today, if you don't mind. There will not be any touching whatsoever in this session today. Upon first inspection, I think that you'll benefit from some physical cord separation, definitely. And I think we may want to fortify that with some Reiki healing, okay? I will firm up my decision in our treatment plan once I really get a feel as to what you're needing, what your energy needs, what your soul needs, and we will go from there. I'll keep you updated the whole way. Do you have any questions for me so far? Okay, it's an entirely painless process. I'll have you discuss a little bit with me what exactly is going on so that we can cut the cords to those particular people or habits that you wish to distance yourself from, okay? That might be a little tough depending on your circumstances, okay? But I'll talk with you through it and we'll get through it together, okay? Okay. Is there anything I can get for you at all? Anything to drink? Okay. So, let's see here. I just want you to breathe normally for me. You're more than welcome to close your eyes, to keep them open, whatever works best for you. Your comfort is paramount to the process here. I want you to feel relaxed. I want you to feel safe, comforted, cozy, at home. And I'm just running my fingers along your energy field here, just getting a bit of a feel as to what's going on in each of the layers of your aura. Sensing what things we are lacking in, sensing what we can bring to add to your energy. Just keep breathing for me as I just weave my fingers through your energy. feel free to ask any questions at any point, to have me pause, whatever works best for you. So far, I'm getting a read that your throat chakra is certainly lacking quite a bit, and our throat chakra governs our communication. And when we have issues with communication, we have issues with telling people what we need, what we feel, as well as possibly ourselves as well. So I can certainly add some healing, some support to that area so that you find it a bit easier to tell yourself and others what you need, what you want, what would be helpful, right? And I do get a sense that there are a few attachments that have indeed become quite malignant, and it would be best that we let those go. But I'll be here to help you with that, all right? So I'm going to take a little light here, and I'm just going to be using this light to further look at the attachments themselves, the cords themselves. This will be completely painless. You won't feel anything at all. I'm just going to take a little look and see exactly what's going on. I won't be able to see necessarily the specific attachment or issue, but I'll be able to gain quite a bit more insight into it as to if this is something new or if this is something that's been going on for a while. Old attachments can sometimes be a little harder to pull the cord on, as oftentimes they're a source of comfort, and they're also a product of not wanting to let go. Whether it's because you put so much time or so much energy into either a person or a habit, and you would feel a great sense of loss if all of that work that you did, all the time, all the energy, was just gone, right? It's often the reason why people stay in bad friendships or bad relationships, because they feel that they spent all this time and energy in something, and at this point, doesn't even matter if you try to do something different. Are you ever going to get that level of relationship or connection back if you let go of the one you have? So there's certainly reasons behind it, right? We tell ourselves all these different little things to justify holding on. And it's okay to hold on for a bit of time, but when we're holding on far too long, if it becomes toxic to us, if it becomes unhealthy, unsustainable, then that's not good. we want to do what is best for you right now. I'm going to finish up looking at everything. Alright, so there's quite a bit of work we can do here. I think we'll need the big shears for this one. You might have seen these sort of scissors before. These are some heavy-duty scissors, and really it doesn't matter what kind of scissors you use to cut the cord on these attachments, but I really do like to pick and choose the shears that I use depending on the situation. And I feel like we are going to be doing some heavy-duty cleaning on you today. Before we do that, I want to really center you, and I want to really bring you to this moment, relax you, and just build you up a little bit so that we can make a clean break, a clean cut on these attachments, okay? Alright, so you can close your eyes, you can keep them open, whatever is best for you. I want you to take a deep breath in and out. Wonderful. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Excellent. I want you to really bring yourself to this moment. I want you to feel in your body if there are any areas of tension, and I want you to do what you can to make yourself the most comfortable you can. If your forehead is tight and tense, I want you to make a conscious effort to relax that. If your jaw is clenched and tight, I want you to relax that, slightly open it, or even put your tongue right between your teeth so that your jaw is not clenched tightly. If your neck is tense, I want you to make a conscious effort to relax that as much as you can. If your shoulders are tense, I want you to focus on that. See if you can roll your shoulders back and really open up your chest area and keep your shoulders down from hitching up towards your ears. All right, just bring your shoulders back and around so that you can really relax. If your back is tense, I want you to see if perhaps sitting up a little straighter will help in that regard. If your legs are tense, I want you to try to relax them as much as you can. Maybe tense up the muscles for a second or two and then relax them all at once to let the tension go. If your feet are tense, I want you to put them on the floor or relax them as much as you can. You can tense them up and let the tension go if that helps you. Okay? Everything is going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You're going to come out stronger for this. There's nothing that is going to be physically painful. And I'll talk with you through any sort of emotionally taxing or painful things. Okay? We'll just chat about it. We'll figure it out together. Our goal here is to help you so that your life feels a little bit easier. Not necessarily better, although letting go of unhealthy attachments certainly can help make your life feel better, but we at the very least want to make it feel easier. Okay? Alright, you are going to be just fine. I'm here to help you, I'm here to support you, and we're going to do the best we can. Okay? That's all I can ask of you, is just the best that you can. Alright? So, I'm going to grab our shears, and as I'm cutting different cords, I'm just going to be pulling them from your energy and taking our shears and cutting them. Okay? So what I need you to do is I need you to talk to me about different attachments, different habits, different people that you want to let go of. Okay? We want you to be able to let go. Even if you feel like you can't let go right now, I want you to tell me what you would like to eventually let go of so that we can cut those attachments to make it easier for you to let go. Okay? Alright, so tell me about a person or a habit, something you would like to let go of. Okay? Right? Just keep telling me about this. Tell me why you want to let go, why it's not bringing any joy, why it's not helpful at all to your life. Okay? Right, we're going to take that and just cut the cord on that. Okay? Just going to bring that, cut the cord. Okay? Alright, so you can either keep telling me about that particular attachment, we can move on to another one. If you still feel quite tied to one thing, we can pull more cords off and cut more off. Okay? Alright. So just tell me all about these attachments that you wish to let go of. Just pulling the strings through my fingers and cutting them off. Letting them go. We're taking away things that are no longer healthy or helpful for you. Okay. Just keep talking about what you wish to let go of. we've run out of things to talk about, I will just keep pulling any malignant, unhealthy attachments and get rid of those for you. Things that you may not know yet, that are not doing well for you, but things that are still showing up in your energy because it knows it's not good for you. There's a difference between unhealthy attachments to certain habits and guilty pleasures, right? So, for example, a harmless guilty pleasure might be singing Beyonce songs after a very long, hard day at work, right? Just need that comfort. And that's not a harmful thing at all. I mean, it's Beyonce, come on. That's healing as hell. But if instead, perhaps after a long day at work, you come home and turn to multiple alcoholic beverages, that's a little different. If you come home and you have to smoke several cigarettes to make the nicotine dull the stress, if you have to come home and smoke a copious amount of marijuana to pull you out, then that's not good. That's not a healthy, comforting, guilty pleasure. Now, certainly things in moderation are not unhealthy. For example, if you have a tough day at work and once in a while you decide to have a drink, then that's not really that big of a deal. But if you're making it a habit and you're forming that emotional attachment to something that if you are experiencing stress, you have to go to this particular thing, that can be pretty difficult to deal with. So, for example, I'll tell you a little something. I personally don't really experience addiction with things like drink or drugs or what have you. However, I do get into video games quite a bit. I mean, of course, once in a while after work, if I had something stressful, getting a little high once in a while was okay. I don't smoke anymore or do anything like that because I just felt wrong after a while that, you came home from work and were like, okay, I need to get stoned. Once in a while it was fun if I was in a good headspace. So I started to back away from that, and it turned out that there weren't very many times that I was in a good headspace. So I kind of just cut my ties with that. An accidental THC overdose also helped that. Be careful on your edibles, friends. But one thing that I didn't really realize had snuck up on me is that instead I started playing a lot of video games. A lot of PC games. to the point where I would forget to eat, or I wouldn't even interact with my partner at all. I would just sit and just game for hours and hours on end because I was chasing that serotonin high after experiencing so many lows. Now, once in a while is fun and it's fine, right? A game night once in a while, or an hour here or there is nice, right? But if you're doing it as a constant escape from reality, then that's a little different. Moderation is the key. So, on the other hand, with people, it might be a friendship that's gone sour, but perhaps you've known them for so long, or they were there for you in a very difficult time. Perhaps you feel like you owe them that friendship, but when you're with them, things just don't work like they used to. It's okay to grow apart from people. It's okay to have different interests. Everybody changes. And that's okay. People do not have to be in your life for long periods of time. You might have a person who was your absolute best friend in the world and they only stuck around for a year or two. And it hurts that you don't have that anymore. But it doesn't have to be forever. And that doesn't negate the positive traits, the positive memories that were there. But if that best friend of yours is not treating you well, or you find yourself not being able to treat them very well either, sometimes we're the toxic people that need to leave friendships or relationships for the other person's betterment, right? Sometimes things just don't work out. And that's okay. That leaves room for something else to come along. But if you close yourself off and double down on these attachments that aren't doing you any good, that aren't doing another person any good, then you're never going to have room for that opportunity to have something just as good, if not better. This can be family members, can be friends, can be anybody. Sometimes things just don't work out. Sometimes things go sour. And if you're finding yourself feeling very drained after being with someone, or feeling very low about yourself, or just really questioning if this is something that you want to keep doing, it might be time to let go. I want you to make sure that everybody's safety is important, right? For example, if it has to do with any sort of abusive person, I want you to make sure that you and or the other person, if there's anyone else involved, are safe before letting go of that, right? But for just your normal soured relationships and friendships, if you really have to think about what's good about it, if you struggle to remember the last time that it was really positive, perhaps it's time to let go. is a lot of emotional debris around, isn't there? Okay, well, I think we're going to brush that off of you. So, I have a couple of brushes here. They're more on the coarse side, but that makes them excellent for dusting off emotional debris. So I'm going to use the larger one of the two firstly to brush off all the largest bits that I can, and we'll use the smaller one to really get into any cracks or crevices for any hard to reach or stubborn debris. So, is it okay? Do I have your permission to use these brushes to brush off any debris left over on you? Is that okay with you? Okay, wonderful. So let's use our large first brush here. Just brushing off any of the remnants of the attachments that you wanted to get rid of. Just brushing those away. You've done really, really well so far. You've done everything I've asked you to, and that helps so much. You're gonna be okay. Everything is gonna be okay. The only place you can go is up. And I think you're gonna be just fine. Let's switch and we'll get any of the harder to reach or harder to get, more stubborn bits of debris. Hopefully you don't blow away when you leave my office here. Okay. Lastly, I want to give you some Reiki healing energy. So I'm going to be using my hands, and I'm just going to be channeling universal healing energy or chi or whatever you want to call it And I'm going to transfer that healing energy to you so that we can support and heal you. So, just preparing myself. If you want to keep your eyes closed or keep them open, it doesn't matter, whatever works for you. Okay. Alright, so just going to feel the energy between my fingers, between my hands. Till we have a nice ball here, right? I want you to take a deep breath in for me. And out. There we go. This is hands off energy healing, hands off Reiki healing. I'm just simply a conduit for the universe's energy to heal and support you. All right. Take a deep breath in for me. And out. Very good. I'm just going to help guide that energy, guide our Reiki healing energy to whatever needs it in your body, in your aura. As you receive more of the Reiki energy, you will feel more light, more relaxed, more supported, more comfortable. You may feel a warmness or a tingling through your body where the energy is going to support you. Take a deep breath in for me. And out. Very good. Very, very good. Almost done, I think. Maybe 2 more passes. 2 more transfusions of energy. Deep breath in for me. And out. Good. Good. Perfect. 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 Okay. One last one. Just to seal everything up. I want you to feel more calm, more relaxed, warm, fuzzy, tingling. Okay. Take a deep breath in for me. And out. There we go. Just going to smooth and seal that all over your energy. you feel? Okay. That was an intense session, huh? Yeah, I feel like we really got somewhere though. And I really hope that this will help you, that you'll be able to let go and be free of these unhealthy attachments, okay? Alright. If you need absolutely anything else, you're more than welcome to come to me, okay? Thank you so much for coming into my office. I hope you have a whale of a day and a good rest of your day.